Hi, I'm Dr. Nicola, and I was having a conversation with a dear friend and colleague of mine last week about, all sorts of things, and just why we continue to get caught in the same patterns that we have been caught up in for our lifetime, many, many lifetimes, and then certainly what keeps us locked in the collective consciousness. And one of the practices we talked about was Ho'oponopono, which is this idea, and I'll share with you exactly what it is, but the idea behind it is that whenever anything comes up into my energy field, so I become aware of these flowers, I become aware of, hunger. I become aware of what I would consider injustice. Part of it is because the reason I'm seeing it, the reason I'm experiencing it, the reason I'm hearing about it is because it is also living in my field simultaneously. So what Ho'oponopono, the practice, is based on this idea that if I can clear what is in my field, then I can heal and release this pattern that's been stuck in the collective conscious. So the practice goes like this: I love you, I'm sorry, I forgive you, thank you. But you're doing this internally. You're doing this towards yourself. You're not saying I love you to the person that's causing a trigger. You're saying I love you to yourself when you are triggered. You are saying I'm sorry. You're acknowledging what's here. You're saying I forgive you. You are releasing these energy patterns, and then you say thank you as a completion, as an appreciation for what's here in this moment, and also for the ability to release and be free of whatever it is that's in your field right now. And so this practice, and you can say it over and over again. Sometimes I'll close my eyes and breathe, and I love you, I'm sorry, I forgive you, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, I forgive you, thank you. Other times when I am interacting in a situation, I will do that simultaneously, quietly to myself, because I want to start to free and clear my energy field. So I've got my energy field, we all know this. I'm talking about energy fields, and some of you might be feeling like that's woo-woo, but the reality of it is we are electromagnetic beings. We can measure our energy field. Our energy fields are constantly interacting with everything around us, certainly everyone. And so this isn't a woo-woo concept. This is something that's very much based in research and science. And so if I can shift the vibration and the frequency that I am emanating into my field, then real change can happen. But we don't do this with expectation. We do this so that we free ourselves from the constructs and the constraints of the collective consciousness, of the beliefs that have been passed down from millennia, of the angst and anxieties and fears and emotions that have been passed down our generational line in our families, that sort of thing. So as we practice this Ho'oponopono, this I love you, I'm sorry, I forgive you, thank you, we are doing that to clear our field and create a different vibrational resonance or frequency. And that actually goes out into the world and shifts things that are out of the harmonic of love and peace and joy. It really does have a basis in physics. And what was cool is Dr. Hugh Lem, who is credited with bringing this practice out of this is a traditional ancient Hawaiian healing practice that's been around. I don't even think we know how long, probably since time immemorial, but he brought it into a more mainstream audience. And he was a psychiatrist, and he just passed recently, but he was tasked with one of the most complex and intense mental hospitals in the country. And without actually seeing patients, it wasn't something he was doing on patients or doing with patients. He was actually reading their medical chart. And because these charts had come into his field, because these patients had started coming into his field, he practiced his Ho'oponopono. He started clearing his field, and all of a sudden the patients became less violent. They became more at peace. They started to heal. They started to be released from the hospital, so much so to the point where the hospital actually closed down because it didn't have a patient population to support it anymore. So this is how this came into our kind of, mass awareness, is through this Dr. Lem. So this is a powerful practice, and this is something you can do to make an impact in the world. I think many of us, I know I certainly in moments can feel like there's nothing I can do to impact what's happening around me. And that's simply not true. So do not give up your power, and do not give into the impulse to get more polarized, because that is taking us out of those frequencies of love and compassion and care and lightness. It's really bringing us more deeply into the vibration and frequency of anger and hatred and abandonment and lack of love and all of these lack-based sentiments. And so you have a choice to stay in your alignment and to stay in your empowerment by what you choose to practice in each moment. And this is something you can be practicing as an undercurrent all the time. So play with it. Let me know what you notice. And if you have questions, let me know. And if you want more information, there's a really cool article I found about this. I'm happy to send it to you. Just DM me your email and I will send it your way. Thanks so much for being here. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.